Hello and welcome to day two of the bootcamp. I hope you enjoyed the first session, which was yesterday. Today, I'm gonna be talking, and I'm not gonna be building crazy stuff. I'm just gonna be talking and showing you guys some stuff. So I'm sure you guys have heard of this word, prompt engineering. Probably the most complex thing, right? I mean, people will teach you this how you must set up your text and everything so that you get the best out of AI. What is prompt engineering? Let's just get a quick explanation. Prompt engineering is the practice of designing and optimizing text input to get better outputs from AI models. It sounds simple, right? Well, let's dive into what it actually takes to master this field. But okay, just to give you a warning, I was just trying to emphasize that this can be complicated in the sense that it's not an easy thing to learn. But yeah, I was trying to show you guys that it's a complex thing. It's a very complex thing. But guys, let's kill that. I don't want it to be a complex thing. Of course, remember, we are kind of lazy, so we don't want to do these things that are unnecessary. What if we can do something which is way simpler than trying to master prompt engineering? How about just talking naturally to AI like we would with a normal person? Now, today I'm going to be giving you a structure of how I actually get the best out of AI without even trying to be the best at prompt engineering. So I'm going to give you the steps and they're going to make sense as we go. Now I'm just giving you the steps and then I'll explain it. I will show you how these things really work in real life. These are the principles that I use. Let me go there. Simple, right? Brainstorming. You must focus on brainstorming, not being the perfect guy at prompt engineering. I have five core principles for this. First of all, you must start broad, then narrow down. You get what I'm saying? Meaning, if you have an idea as a person, you must go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I want to build this thing that helps students stay organized. That is broad and it allows more room for creativity. Don't try to figure things out by yourself. Try your best to have AI do these things for you. So, yes, don't stress about crafting the perfect prompt. Start by a simple idea and ask for possibilities. Here's an example. I want to build an app to help students stay organized. Any ideas? Now you're giving room to AI so that it can actually come up with new stuff, right? There's that. Let me just take you through how School Outside School actually came about. Let me show you this message. Now, this is the first message. I don't mind showing you this, by the way. There's nothing secretive up at this side. I'll show you some very interesting convos here. This was the first conversation that I started when I was thinking of starting um, an online bootcamp. But it was meant to be what? For my cousins, just around 15 people who are actually going to be people who are close to me, my friends, my little cousins who said they want to learn how to use AI to build these things, people around me, right? So I was like, over the holidays, I want to share my skills of on coding using AI for coding. Okay, that's crazy. I have built websites and enterprise level apps which can actually make me a millionaire. The confidence. I find that I build 20 times faster than normal developers because I leverage AI and I now want to share that skill with other young people. I use tools like Cursor, ChatGPT, Firebase, Windsurf. Yes, help me to structure my free course. And by the way, this was meant to be for my close people, which will be via video call on WhatsApp and WhatsApp group over the length of 1 week. I also want a short message to send to these classmates and friends, inviting them onto this classroom, making sure they understand I do not want their money or I gain nothing or lose nothing if they don't attend. Was this a complicated prompt? No. This was a simple and genuine message to ChatGPT. Help me with this thing. It says, "Oh, that's a great, incredible initiative. Leveraging your experience to empower others is a powerful way to give back." Now, fine, we start planning, it starts planning. Okay, it's telling me its ideas. And here's the beautiful thing, right? From this, I actually get ideas myself on how I can actually go about this thing. Now, okay, there was an invite message, and yeah, it goes on. Do you think I can be able to handle 300 students to join? Now, look at it. This went from, oh, I'm just trying to build for my friends, I'm just trying to host for my friends. Now we started thinking 300 students. It says what? Yes, you can handle all of those. Okay, we start planning. How can you actually handle that number of people? Okay, let me just let you in on a little secret. Okay, we're gonna have 300 students. Let's enhance the invite message. This could be an opportunity for my YouTube channel to grow massively. I mean, it's a win-win. Okay, it enhances the message. By the way, this is actually the message that I sent to everyone, just that I added my name. But this is actually the message that I sent, and that's the message that got me 1,000 plus students in just 3 days. It goes on, it goes on, it goes on, it goes on, it goes on. Okay. Also, this one, help me write a message to the student leader. This is the leader of the school of applied mathematics and computer science. I was asking him to post the message for me in the WhatsApp announcement. And I did that. That's how it grew. Let me show you now. We went from a group of 15 people to this can actually become a whole school system. Me designing my own school according to how I see fit. Can even ask them if they want to have another boot camp the following holidays and run the same school system for them or for other beginners whilst we're having classes that are upgrading. Guys, what I just want to take you through is just give chat your ideas. As simple as they sound, as yeah, just give it. And then exactly. You're laying a foundation for a whole modern wara 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 wara. It goes on. I'm like, let's do this. Now, you have to think outside the box and you have to be willing to try things out. It's giving me plans. And you know what I do? I take from these suggestions. I'm like, okay, I can use this one. I can use this one. I can use this one. Start broad. Then you're going to narrow down as you go. That is the lesson. Second lesson is use follow up questions to explore. Ask why, what if, how might that work? Go deeper and develop your idea. Use these follow up questions. I hope this is a perfect example. It's not so clear, but let me show you this. I said, okay, bring back the conversation where I was planning on building my own AI chat system using Firebase and an API key. Now, just to give you a background on this thing, a chatbot is something that can be expensive and it's hard to build by yourself. I mean, you're trying to build your own AI. But because I came here and I said, oh, I want my own assistant. So I can't really track the conversation and find where it is. That's the problem. But if I, yes, let me see. Yes, if I could, I would have shown you how it went. It went from simple, hey, what do you think I can use to build my own AI chat assistant? It suggested the broad things, the things that everyone was using. Then we like, okay, I want to cut down on cost. What do I do? You get what I'm saying? He keeps on bringing ideas. I take from that idea and say, how about this? How about this? Now we ended up planning to build our own AI powered help feature on the order management app, which is Craftally for those who know, using Firebase, AI API, like Gemini or DeepSeek, all these things. This is an intelligent help assistant. It's basically free to run because, I explored these things to find better ways, uses Firebase, reads the content dynamically from Firestore or hosted. Okay, all those complicated stuff, but fine. Yes, assistant outline I shared for your team. I told you to give me an outline, and then it did give me an outline. Now let me show you something, right? This is Crop Tally for those who know. Look at this button right here by the top down corner. You press that, that is actually going to be your AI chatbot. You can ask the AI chatbot a question like, how do I create an order? Let's send that. Yes. Now here's the response. It's back. Let me try to do this. I don't know if I can do this. Oh, Control Shift plus R. Okay, so that's complicated. But yeah, just look. Now here is okay, still using the old name, but it's okay. It says, I am your Papercraft Hub assistant. I can help you with orders, invoices, system navigation, and what would you like to know? How do I create an order? Okay, navigate to the orders page. Okay, we can go to the orders page. Create a new order on the page. Click all these things. But guys, what I want to show you is that these instructions are actually real, and this system is a system that I built myself. But I can't take the credit, all of it, because actually these ideas came from talking to ChatGPT and exploring possible things. Let me just show you. It told me to go to the orders page, create a new order, all these things. Let's go to the orders page. Uh, Let me leave that. But let me leave that. But what I was trying to emphasize to you was that you must talk to what to ChatGPT natural language. But of course, there's a good approach to this. Use what? Follow up questions to explore. Ask what if, how might that work, why, and all these questions. It will help you because you're going to explore things that you never thought were possible. The third principle is build on the model's memory. Keep the conversation going like you're talking to a teammate. Now, this teammate is not just a normal teammate. This one is smart and has knowledge about everything. ChatGPT does remember the things that you're talking about. An example is okay, I like the second idea. How can we make it social? You get what I'm saying? Now, you went from okay, an app that helps students stay organized. How could that idea be more fun? It suggests to you, okay, I like the second idea. How can you make it more social? And now this brings us to the fourth principle. Ask what if to unlock creative angles. You see, an example is what if this worked offline for rural students? Now, I just want to show you that you shouldn't be scared to ask these questions. This is where new ideas come out, new discoveries, and things that can actually change the world, you see. And the last one is always tie back to real people. Anchor your ideas in real problems that real people face, like human first. Like, for example, ask questions like, how would a university student actually use this app on a busy day? Ask these questions. What am I teaching you? It's a simple thing. What I'm teaching you is that you don't need to be a crazy prompt engineer because sometimes you don't know exactly what you want. What you should do instead is give this broad idea to ChatGPT. Then, as you go, ask follow up questions and then build on the model's memory, what it remembers. Keep on asking questions. What if, what if, what if? Now, if I had the time, I would show you all these things and how I use ChatGPT. But to a good extent, I use ChatGPT for everything. You can see these are all my chats. landing page cost, SOS logo design. I'll show you this one. It will be interesting. This is for school outside school. I got the logo here. Now, you see where I started the school. This chat here. This chat is long. It's been running since the day I decided to start this, which was past 2 weeks, I think. And then it's been going. Let me show you. Yeah, here's the image. Now this is the image that I actually used for the for the for the for the logo on the group. This is the exact image. Now I'm getting all these things from ChatGPT. Did I go to find the person who designs logos? No, I didn't find. I just created them here. You get what I'm saying? Open book turning into a laptop or a Rocket Plus. I like this. Now this is what I was trying to say when I said what? Um yes, build on its memory. I asked about the different logos, and then it suggested. Let me see. It suggested a few logos, right? Logo concept. There's four of them. Open book turning into a laptop. Okay, I like this one. AI Spark, but I took what I liked. You see, I took what I liked, and I said, okay, let's do this one. Now is this. I have a logo forever. Um, some of them you don't really want to see them. You don't want to see them. Let me hide them. But guys, this is a simple thing. So what you will be building up to, for example, with this brainstorming thing, at the end you would say something like, okay, give me an outline, give me a prompt to use on this platform to be able to use to build this website. You see, what you're doing is you're creating a firm foundation and a plan so that when you say, okay, I'm done thinking now, you have a solid plan on how you're gonna go about things. Now, if I started telling you guys about talking to ChatGPT, the importance, I can talk all day because most of my ideas come from ChatGPT. Just talk to ChatGPT, start broad, even if you don't know anything, do that and use follow up questions and build on its memory, right? Ask the what if. This is actually the most important question. What if? You see, that's the most important question because this is you exploring things that you never thought of before, but now you are giving yourself an opportunity to explore things that are outside your comfortability. Now, just to show you, I use ChatGPT like crazy. Every day I'm here using ChatGPT. Top candidate selection. What do you think this is for? For those who are in the group, you will know that I did ask people who are going to be in the team for admin. Well, they were selected by ChatGPT. I'm sorry, guys, but I use ChatGPT. It's as simple as that. Um, all these things when I was solving YouTube yesterday, when I was talking about, I just bring ideas. Let me show you. This is highly personal, by the way. I try my best not to let the conservative talks of older people than me, okay, to get into my head. Being young, I have not much to lose. We are reading here. My mind is not limited by trauma or failure, and I still have the energy and time to do stuff that's never been seen. Now, I posted this on my status. Some people don't know, but yeah, I know. Everything, just share with it so that it learns about you and it knows you properly to the point where you're not gonna be talking to something that is a stranger. It already knows who you are. So do that, and yeah, I'll see you around.